of all, what grade are you in, young man? I'm sorry? Sixth grade. Well, how would you like to be smarter than the seventh grader? Great. Well, you see, the story that I'm going to tell you today is in the curriculum to be taught in the seventh grade because of my testimony at the State Board of Education. Now, if you visited the LaBelle exhibit next door, what I'm going to do is make the connection between LaBelle and the Alamo. Okay, now in 1689, General Alonso de Leon and Father Daniel Massenet would discover the remains of the LaSalle colony. Of course, by that time, they were all dead. Now, what the LaBelle did, the LaBelle was a link in the chain of historical events to lead to the colonization of Texas by the Spaniards. Now, when Spain realized that they were in danger of losing Texas to the French, they would wait another 23 years before they took any action. They knew that if they did not colonize Texas, or if they had, we'd be speaking French today. Now, there are two versions of the LaSalle expedition. The second, the recent discoveries of a document in the French archives suggest by Dr. Robert Shook from Victoria, Texas. He is a Texas historian. He says that LaSalle was not lost. A contract between Louis XIV, the Sun King, and LaSalle has been discovered in the archives, indicating that they had a contract between them authorizing him to come and colonize Texas. The reason that they wanted to colonize Texas is because they were after the northern silver mines of northern Mexico. That's what Dr. Robert Shook believes, and I would rather believe that story than the story that says that LaSalle was lost and then he missed the mouth of the Mississippi River. Has anybody ever seen the mouth of the Mississippi River? Well, I have. It's huge. How could he have possibly missed the mouth of the Mississippi River? Well, he did not. He knew exactly where he was going. According to Dr. Shook, that's his story, and he's sticking with it. And I say, I agree with him, because that is the only logical explanation of the French wanting to colonize Texas. Now, Spain became alarmed, and they realized if we do not do something to colonize Texas, we're going to lose it. But they waited another 20 years. Now, in 1700, there was a mission built at San Juan Bautista, which is now known as Guerrero, Coahuila, Mexico. That mission was called San Francisco de Solano. That would eventually become the Alamo. Now, in 1718, that mission, San Francisco de Solano, was shut down and transferred to the banks of the San Pedro Creek in San Antonio, and was renamed Mission San Antonio de Valero. Now, a company of soldiers were transferred to San Antonio in 1803. This group of soldiers included my grandfather 5 generations ago. He was a sergeant in that company. This company was called La Segunda Compañía Volante del Álamo de Parras. That's a long name, right? Now, they were there for 30 years, and eventually the name the Alamo stuck, and it's been known as the Alamo ever since. Now, in 1714, another Frenchman arrived at San Juan Bautista. And that's when the Spaniards realized we need to do something now. So the first thing they did was transfer that mission to San Antonio. There was a father by the name of Father Francisco Hidalgo, Father Olivares, Manigal, and Diego and Domingo Ramon. They were the soldiers that would bring the first expeditions into Texas for the permanent colonies of Texas. 1718, the Alamo was transferred, renamed the Alamo, obviously, and they would be there for 30 years. Now, we've also heard that saying 6 flags over Texas, right? Well, that's wrong. There have been more than 6 flags that have flown over Texas. And 2 of those flags are right here. The emerald green flag is the flag of the first Texas Republic. And the state of Texas has finally recognized the fact that Texas has been a republic on 2 occasions. Last year, the 83rd Texas State Legislature in House Resolution 709 formally recognized the founding of the first Constitution, the first Republic of Texas by Bernardo de Zavada. This first republic was founded on April the 6th of 1813. Texas is the only state in the Union that can proudly say we have been a republic, but twice. Hawaii is the only other state that can say that they were a republic, but they were just once. We have the distinction and the honor of being a republic on 2 different occasions. The one we celebrate, obviously, is March 2nd, 1836, but 23 years before that one, we had the first republic. Now, this republic had a flag. The Republican Army of the North crosses the Sabine River on August the 7th of 1812, led by an Irishman by the name of Augustus Medina. Now, the emerald green flag, we believe, is because of his Irish descent. Or it may have been the only material available for making a flag. Nevertheless, this is the emerald green flag of the first Texas Republic. And it would fly over Texas for a year and 11 days. Now, there's a flag outside, Spanish flag, that's up there, but that flag never flew in Texas. That is the flag of Castillo de Leon that arrived in 1492 with Columbus in the Bahamas. But in 1689, this is the flag that the Spaniards brought with them when they were searching for the La Salle colony. This is the flag of St. Andrew, otherwise known as the Burgundian flag. This is the flag that was adopted by the Spanish infantry, so this is the flag that came into Texas in 1689. And it was still flying when this army came into Texas to put down the revolution. They put down the first Texas Republic on August the 18th of 1813. This is the flag that came into flying. Now, every year we do the reenactment of the first Republic, and we do the reenactment of the Battle of Medina. Now, this part of the story is in the curriculum to be taught in the 7th grade. The first Republic and the Battle of Medina was adopted 2 years ago, again, because of my testimony at the State Board of Education. So, how many of y'all are in 7th grade? You're 7th grade. Have they taught you this? Well, good. Make sure that your teacher's aware that you've been to the Bob Bullock History Museum and you've learned about the First Republic. They should be teaching it because it's part of, it is a link in a chain of historical events that led to the founding of Texas. It's a very important event. Now, this was a short-lived republic. Next week at the high school in Lozoya, Texas, if you're not doing anything, you would like to see a real reenactment, we're going to do it at the high school in Lozoya High School in Lozoya, Texas. Lozoya is 20 miles south of San Antonio, Highway 281. The superintendent of schools brings me 600 students, and us reenactors are on the field with cannons and muskets, and this year we have 40 students that are going to participate. This is a hands-on educational event. Not only is it entertaining, but primarily it's educational. The school itself sits on hallowed ground. All the evidence that the Battle of Medina may have happened there is all around it. The school, on the corner of the school, northeast corner of the school, there is a historical marker that says that the Battle of Medina may have occurred here. And then there's another one across the street at a church that says that 55 Spaniards were buried. We know for a fact. We don't know when the battle actually happened, but we know it happened in that area. Now, this Battle of Medina was so disastrous 1/3 of the Tejano community did. 1/3 would flee to Louisiana, and then the remaining third would live here. But it is history. And this school has taken the lead in teaching their children about this event that happened in their community. So if anybody's in that area, y'all are more than welcome to come. It's a very, very exciting event, but it's all about educating our children. You have a question?
Is that sword really?
It's a real sword. Now, why do you think I carry it? Because it gets your attention from these children, and that's all I need. So today you learned what? You learned, yes, well, yeah. You see, you learned today that we have been a republic on 2 different occasions. You now know where the Alamo got its name, and you know that we have been a republic twice. So thank you all for visiting the Bob Bullock History Museum. Does anybody have any more questions? And now y'all are smarter than 7th graders.